Alright, guys. Dale saw my commentary on his sensitivity rant, and he actually suggested that I do a commentary on his being shy rant. And I can relate to it, and I have like similar struggles, so when it comes and other social related issues. So I thought it would be a good idea to also do a commentary on it, other than him suggesting it to me. So here we go. Also, a couple things I want to mention. I noticed the sound didn't come in very well when I did the first commentary, so I apologize for that. I don't know if I can adjust the sound here. But, yeah. But hopefully you can still kind of hear what Dale's saying, because when I was speaking in the rant, it came out clearly, but when I was playing the video, you could barely hear it. But hopefully you can still hear him and enjoy the commentary. Anyway, let's get started. And like I said, I'm gonna be pausing the video when I'm talking, so I'm not like talking over Dale. All right, here we go.
Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on my second account, known as Dale Susier and Eleanor Susier. Today I'm going to be...
I wish there was a freaking sound adjuster, because when I turn it up, it was barely audible. Yeah. It can be pretty hard to, like, talking to people, especially first. Now, like, if people talk to me first, I don't really have a problem talking to them as long as they're being nice. But, like, if I'm, like, the one, like, initiating, the one, like, taking the initiative to, like, speak up, or the one, like, being, like, the one starting conversations and the one who talks to people first, yeah, that is freaking hard for me. I mentioned this when I commented on this video, but one of the reasons why I'm scared to talk to people is because you never know what kind of mood they're in. They could be in a bad mood and they could just snap at you back or ignore you, which that has happened to me before. So, yeah. I'm not saying all people are like this, but a lot of people can just be a-holes. Don't worry, Dale. I know you're nice. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who like when, like, if someone's like talking to them, or and then that person just be's rude to that other person, or just ignores them. That's what I'm talking about. I know you and our other friends are not like that. Now, this isn't like a shyness issue, but I also have I also have a hard time starting and maintaining conversations. That's another social related issue I have.
And of course, my friends on YouTube. I have no problem talking to them either. That's easy. I'm talking about like strangers, people I don't know that well at all. I have great difficulty talking to them because of how shy I am. In fact, I'm so shy that when I'm at school, I am probably the quietest student in the whole classroom. And being shy sucks. There's a lot of reasons why being shy sucks. Sometimes it is humiliating too, being shy, because everyone in the whole classroom at school might be talkative, and then you're the only one in the classroom who is quiet.
Yeah, that would be pretty awkward.
And being shy sucks. And sometimes people might.
I'm glad I graduated from school so I don't have to be in those situations anymore.
Tell you need to try to start talking. Hey, you need to communicate. Like I remember a couple years ago when I was in 7th grade, like I would write notes to teachers because I was too shy to talk to them. And I remember,
Hell, even that can be nerve-wracking for me. Like, for example, like when I'm like talking to people on social media, like when I'm on DeviantArt and I'm like asking for an art trade or an art commission, even that can make me nervous when I'm like asking them for something.
my social worker told me I should try to start talking to my teachers. Like that was hard.
Yeah, and like you've mentioned in this video before, I get, yeah, it is important to talk. I get that, but they should, like, people should give us time. Like, we already know we need to talk and whatnot. It's just hard for us. It's just hard for us sometimes.
Like that's why if I want to communicate with my teachers, I'll just email them. If I'm too shy to talk to them,
Hell, I don't know if this is a shyness issue, but if I was afraid to ask my mom something, I would just write her notes. I don't think that's shyness. It's more like anxiety, being worried about stuff, but yeah.
email them. Yeah, I try my best to talk to people I don't know. I try my best, but it's really, really hard. No, it's not hard. You need to try it. You don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Like if you don't deal with social issues yourself, people, then you have no room to talk. You have no room to be like, "Oh, it's not hard." Of course it's not hard for you because you don't deal with the struggles, but you got to understand that people have weaknesses that you don't, so things are going to be harder for us than people who don't have those struggles.
You're not shy. You have no idea what you're even saying.
Exactly.
All right, now I'm not trying to be mean now, but it's true. You shouldn't judge me.
Don't worry, Dale. I know you're not being mean. I know you're just speaking facts.
If you're not shy, you have absolutely no idea what it's like to be shy. You have no clue. So no offense, but if you're not shy, then you have no room to talk, right?
Exactly. People need to learn to be more sensitive to those who have certain struggles like autism, shyness, sensitivity. Of course, it may be easy for you, for the people who don't have those struggles, but you have to understand that people are going to have struggles that you don't have, so you got to learn to be more sympathetic and understanding towards them.
Like, don't tell me I should try to start talking to strangers. That's hard to do when you're shy. Like it's not a joke. It's a that class, like, they were all people I did not even know that well. And I remember, this is one thing I hated about that class. Teacher would put us in groups a lot. And she assigned me to be with two kids I didn't even know. And she told me, you need to talk. You need to communicate with them. You're so quiet. It's like, come on, don't talk to me that way.
Come on, people. People with autism struggle with social issues. And I'm the same way. Like, I always preferred to work solo. Not only because of not so much because of shyness, but because of being left out. Like, I feel like people would do all the work on the project, and I would barely get to do anything.
You don't talk to shy people like that. Like, I understand. Like, listen, I understand it's important to be able to talk. I understand it. I'm shy, but I still agree with that.
Yes, exactly. We understand and we know.
Give us a chance, though.
Exactly. Let us do it at our own time and our own pace and in our own way.
If we're too shy to talk, oh well, deal with it. Whenever we feel comfortable talking, whenever we're not that shy anymore, we'll start talking. But until then, let us be. Give us a break. We'll talk when we're ready to. And you just gotta deal with people wondering why you're so quiet. You gotta deal with freaking ignorant people, telling you to try to talk.
Frick those people.
You need to try to start talking to people. It's like, come on, shut up.
We get that.
You're not shy, so you don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. We already know. We get that, people. We know where we need to start talking.
I get why people say that, because they want us to be able to communicate.
So, yeah. I don't know if I'm as shy as Dale is, but I can be shy in certain aspects.
Okay, but we already know that's an important thing to do. Give us a chance to do it. If we would rather communicate by writing notes or emailing, just let us do it like that instead. Some people are too shy to talk.
Exactly. I'm a much better writer than I am a talker. I write and type better than I talk, and I don't even like talking on the phone for extended periods of time. I don't mind doing it for a short period of time. Like, let's say my grandma calls me for something important to tell me something right quick. Hey, are you up? You need to get up for your dentist appointment. Okay, all right, just making sure you're up. When my grandma calls me, it's short and sweet, and I'm completely fine with that. But my mom would try to get me to talk on the phone to just bullshit, and like, that's what I hate about talking on the phone is, like, if you're on the phone for extended periods of time, like, it's hard to explain, but I feel like I'm trapped, like, I kind of feel like I'm being held hostage. Like, it's hard to explain, but you're just sitting there waiting to get off the phone so you can go back to doing your thing. It's very boring. Plus, talking for extended periods of time in general can be draining. But that's just me, because I'm, like, even though I'm more of an ambivert, I lean more towards the introverted side.
Even my uncles, I'm even too shy to talk to them. I never see them that much. I mean, I still love them and all, but still, I'm kind of too shy to talk to them. It's not that I don't like them or I hate talking. I'm just too shy to talk. Like I mentioned earlier, people you know very well, your parents, you can probably talk to them just fine, even if you are shy.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot easier to talk to.
Because you know them well, you see them that's why sometimes I don't even like getting confronted by a stranger because I'm too shy to talk to them back or whatever.
Yeah, plus getting confronted, like, I'm a sensitive person, and I know you're also a sensitive person, Dale, so when I get confronted, it gets me in a bad mood.
Like, being shy is not a joke, people. If someone's shy, don't tell them to try to talk.
Exactly.
You don't do that. You don't treat shy people like that. Like, give us a chance. We'll talk when we're ready. Until then, just leave us alone. Like, give us a damn chance. Like, being shy is no joke. It's not a joke at all. Being shy is very serious. It's the way that some people are born. And yeah, you might be able to control it, but it's very hard to. Especially when you're really, really, really shy. It's very, very hard to control that. So, technically it's almost uncontrollable, depending on how shy you are. For me, it's very, very hard to control it. Like, even sometimes I've been told to talk, but I still didn't talk because it was really hard for me to. Like, that is literally how shy of a person I am. I don't know about you. No, I don't know about how shy you are. I know some of my YouTube friends are crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm as shy as you, but I can definitely relate to you in some aspects. Like, I guess you can say I have a little bit of social anxiety because, like I talked about, it's hard to be the one to initiate conversations with people. And I don't even like to text even my friends sometimes because you never know that you might text them at a wrong time where they may be in a bad mood, busy, asleep, etc., at like work or school. So yeah, I don't know. It's just my freaking anxiety. I don't know why I have those issues. I guess it's a part of my anxiety and autism. Who knows?
Shy too. I mean, not all of them are. Some of them might be less shyer than I am. Some of them might be just as shy as
Yeah, I'd say I'm a little less shy, but I do relate and agree with you.
I am. I know my friend Steve, who is 96. I know he's just as shy as me. It's hard to communicate with people. Damn it.
Plus, I know there are I'm not trying to sound negative here. There are a bunch of good people too, but there are also a lot of bad people in the world. So that's another thing that makes it hard for me to reach out to people.
Like, that's why, I remember I used to always write notes to my teachers if I wanted something. That was the easiest way for me to communicate. Like, I was too shy to talk. I'm still too shy to talk to them now. And personally, I don't like being shy. Dale, you should control it. It's hard to. Like, don't tell me that. If you're not shy again, I'm not trying to sound rude or offensive here, but keep your mouth shut.
Woo! Tell them, Dale.
All right?
And yes, that goes for other things too. Like, for example, being sensitive. You can't tell someone to. Don't tell someone to just to get over it or to not make a big deal because some of us are sensitive and we can't help it. For example, I know you're very sensitive, Dale, and so am I. I did a commentary on it for my first episode.
Like, stop disrespecting us shy people. If we don't want to talk, well, deal with it. If we want to communicate by email or writing notes, that's what we're going to do. At least that's better than not communicating at all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true. If someone rather communicate with, writing notes, emails, etc., just let them. It's because for some people, it's either that or not communicating at all. So sometimes you just have to take what you can get.
Just give us a chance. We'll talk when we're ready, but until then, just, be patient. Hopefully, as I grow up, I'll become less shy. Because, oh boy, imagine if I'm an adult and I'm shy. I feel like that dog out there.
I don't know if I can see it.
But yeah, like, just trying not to repeat myself here. I have other things I feel like I gotta mention. I keep on forgetting. But like, yeah, like, if you're a student in school and you're shy, this applies to you also. Sometimes teachers will come up and talk to you, and you'll have trouble talking to them. So instead, you might just email them about something, or you might just write them a note. I used to write notes until I found about the Outlook. Then I used that to email my teachers to talk to them about something, because it was too hard for me to talk. Again, that's the way you are when you're shy. You have major difficulties trying to talk. And sometimes you gotta deal with people trying to tell you to talk, which is horrible. Like, you don't treat shy people like that. And that dog is so cute. Do you see this?
Aw.
He's rolling around.
Yeah, I don't know if I see it.
There. Do you see that dog rolling around? You probably can't. The sun's too bright. Anyways, yeah.
Stupid son.
Like, if you're shy, some things are difficult for you, A couple things you gotta deal with. People trying to convince you to talk. Some people even ask, oh, why are you so quiet? Why are you never talking? Like... And if you're shy like me and someone ever tells you to try to start talking, just those people are ignorant. Try not to pay any attention to those people.
Thank you, Dale.
Like, I get that they're trying to teach you something, that you need to be able to talk, but we already know that.
That's true, and exactly.
If you gave us a chance, just give us a chance to talk. When we're ready to talk, we will. But until then, let us shy people have a break.
Don't bitch about people about things they already know. Sometimes it's just hard for us, depending on the circumstances and the person.
Give us shy people a break.
I know that social anxiety is a part of autism. That could contribute to our social problems.
I swear, some people think that being shy is a joke. It's not. Why would it be a joke? Like, give us a chance to talk. And when we're ready to talk, then we'll talk. But until then, leave us shy people alone. Just let us be,
I wish people weren't so ignorant when it comes to autism and the things we struggle with.
That's one thing I really can't stand when people do. Like, when they try to convince me to, start talking. Like, these people have absolutely no idea how it feels to be shy. These people have absolutely no clue. So should they be saying that? Probably not.
Yep, exactly, Dale.
Like, do I wish I could talk easily? Yes, I do, actually.
Yes, me too. I don't want to have social anxiety. I don't want to have communication issues.
I feel like it would be better if I could, talk to my teachers or whatever. It's hard for me. I know I might look like a social person. I might look that shy, but I am. Like, I've been shy for my whole life. I think when I was younger, I might have been able to talk better, but now I became very difficult.
Honestly, I was probably the same way. Even my dad said that I was like talking to everyone and that I was like too nice to everyone. That I was like naive or whatever. And I don't know, ever since because of social related incidents, I've become more cautious and more shy.
Very shy. It's miserable when you're shy sometimes. Like I hate being shy. It really sucks. I wish that I wasn't as shy. Like I wish it would be easy. I wish I wasn't as shy so I
Oh no, it's not crappy, and I don't disagree. I definitely agree. Ugh, I hate it when that happens to me when I'm trying to make videos.
Yeah, you probably get the point, though. I mean, being shy sucks. It's just like that's the way you are. Like if you're autistic, you also might be shy.
Exactly. That's a very common thing with autism. Matter of fact, it's one of the main things about autism is social issues. Now, autism is a lot more complicated than people think, but the communication issues are definitely the main ones. It's one of the main aspects about autism.
Like me, I'm shy. Like I'm too shy to talk in school, so I have to email my teachers or I have to write them notes just to communicate with them. I mean, maybe if it's easy for a certain teacher, maybe I could talk to them too, but most of the time, I'll usually email my teacher if I want to talk to them. Like if I don't want to talk, oh well, deal with it. It's kind of hard. Like even if I have a crush on a girl, it's even hard for me to talk to them, not just in person, but even messaging them. Yeah, I'm too shy to. Like, and sometimes I'll admit, like, when there's a new person around, I'll try to run away. Like, for example, the other day we got our internet fixed. The guy came to fix it. I was too shy to even be around him. That's how shy I am, folks. It's not a damn joke.
I actually remember being in a similar situation. It was like the spring break of 2012, so it was like, I don't remember the exact day, but it was it was sometime in March 2012. I was on spring break. It was the 8th grade. I was in the 8th grade. And I think it was on a Friday. We had like a guy, I don't know if it was a guy or like more than one guy, but we had like, we had to get our air condition fixed, and just being around them made me feel a little shy.
I am shy. And especially when I'm around a lot of people I don't know. Oh my god, that is awful. I hate that.
Yes, even family members I don't really know. Like sometimes when I'm like on family reunions and everyone has to spread out, and I just want to be alone, and then people keep coming to that place too, and then it's just like, I just want to be alone. You know what I mean?
It makes me feel so uncomfortable. Because all those people are strangers, you know? I like to be with people I know instead. Including my mother and my friend, you know? So yeah, this is a video. It sucks to be shy, so
Mm-hmm.
give me a like, subscribe.
Which I have.
Have an awesome rest of your day, my friends, and I will talk to you later.
Alright, yep. That was a pretty good video. Like I said, I don't know if I'm as shy as Dale, but I do have social anxiety issues. I do have other communication issues. Like, I have trouble starting conversations. I have trouble making conversations. I like to be alone most of the time. Sometimes being around people you don't know can be very awkward. So yeah. Well, my shyness is not as severe as Dale's is, I don't think. I do relate to him. And he does make a good point. Yes, it is important to talk to people, but but when you when you try to rush people to talk and try to like force them, that is a bit ignorant, because like most of us are trying. It's just a struggle for a lot of us for certain reasons. Plus, like you said, Dale, we already know we need to talk. If people don't have a certain struggle, that they don't have to deal with, then that's right. They do have no room to talk. So, yeah. That was a good video. I will see you guys later. Bye.